I'm not one to defend Megyn Kelly. I think for the most part, Megyn Kelly is a gas bag who thinks she's smarter than she is, and she just goes to work every day thinking about how she can say something to her right-wing admirers that might make headlines. But currently, she's catching hell for something I think is a bit unfair, and here's why. On her show, Kelly was discussing Jeffrey Epstein, and she said this. She said he was into the barely legal type. He liked 15-year-old girls. He wasn't into 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were. And then she uttered the words that got her into trouble. She said, "There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old." I probably shouldn't wade into this, but I think she had a point. There is a difference in a pedophile who likes 15-year-olds and a pedophile who likes 5-year-olds. We all know that, right? Our morals and mores have a way of changing. In my parents' day, particularly in the South where they were raised, it was not at all unusual for a teenage woman to have a relationship with an older man. And I know this. My mother married my father when she was only 15 and he was 21. And they were happily married for 36 years until my dad's death at the age of 57. And this was not in the least bit scandalous in their day. And they weren't alone. It happened. That was the way it worked for a lot of people. On the other hand, I don't know of a time in history, recorded history, when the same would have been true of a 5-year-old. But times have changed, and Jeffrey Epstein's crime wasn't only that he liked teenagers, that was enough. It was that he and Ghislaine Maxwell groomed these girls to be shared with their friends in what turned out to be a disgusting sex trafficking operation. But as Megyn Kelly took pains to point out when she started catching all this flack, based on the transcript of what she had to say, the comparison of 5 and 15-year-olds was in no way intended to exonerate Epstein. Look on it this way. The difference in 5-year-olds and 15-year-olds is like the difference between murder and manslaughter. They're both bad, but one is badder than the other. And then you layer the sex trafficking operation on top of that, and it's, the death penalty. And that is the last time you'll hear me defend Megyn Kelly. Onward.